Hey guys, I'm Nick, and on this episode of the Scran Line, I feel like I'm hitting two birds with one stone in this video, okay? We're getting our first vegan cake on this channel, and we're getting our first chocolate cake on this channel, so we're doing a double whammy. Now, this cake is a chocolate raspberry vegan cake. It is delicious. I'm going to show you guys how to make it from scratch. And if you have any recipe ideas for more like vegan recipes that you want to see on this channel, leave them in the comments down below. Let's get stuck into the recipe. Okay guys, so let's start off with making the cake. Now I apologize, this is a little bit blurry, but the camera was on autofocus still. So we're going to add our flour, sugar, cocoa powder, bicarb and baking soda or powder, and some salt. You want to mix that until everything is well combined. Now you're going to need a fairly large mixing bowl to make this, guys. It is a lot of butter, otherwise just make it in 2 batches. Next we're going to add some coconut milk. Now you can use the one from the can or the carton, some oil and apple cider vinegar. Mix that until everything is well combined. Then you want to scrape down the bowl and continue mixing. Now, we are going to add some frozen raspberries in here. They're much cheaper than fresh raspberries, but if you prefer using fresh, you can use those as well. So we're going to need 4 of these 8-inch cakes. We're going to separate each layer of the cake into 4 separate cake tins. If you don't have 4 cake tins, just bake it one at a time. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit longer. Now, once you've got them all in there, you want to bake this for about 50 to 60 minutes. It will take a while. It's a very moist cake, and that added moisture from the raspberries means that you need to bake it a little bit longer. Now, I have a recipe for vegan buttercream on my website. I use margarine for that one. I'm going to show you guys a different way to do it today. Well, it's actually basically the exact same recipe, but I'm adding some shortening in here as well. So it's half shortening, half vegan or dairy-free margarine. Now you want to whip that for about 5 minutes, get it nice and pale and fluffy. Then you want to add your powdered sugar. We're going to add this a little bit at a time because it is a lot of sugar. It is a lot of frosting. Add your cocoa powder in there as well, and you want to mix that on low speed guys, otherwise you'll be cleaning for days. And then turn the speed up to high, get it nice and fluffy and aerated, and make sure you scrape down the bowl as well. That's very important. Now I'm going to add a lot of vanilla extract in this. I think it needs it. Then I'm going to add some raspberry essence in there as well, or raspberry flavoring. It's going to make the frosting taste really rich, kind of like a cherry ripe, but without the cherry, obviously. So this actually ends up looking like real frosting. It is real frosting. It's not a figment of your imagination, and it holds up really well as well. So it's like the same texture, the same kind of thickness, same stable state as regular frosting. And it tastes delicious. So I'm going to add a little dab of that onto your cake board, spread it around a little bit. It's going to help your first bottom layer stick to your cake board. So add that first layer of cake. We're going to add some frosting. Now guys, these baked really flat, so I didn't need to trim them like I normally do. Add some frosting and use a small offset spatula to spread that around. Add the next layer, repeat that till you get to your last layer. Add some more frosting on top of that and to the sides. This is the crumb coat. It's going to help trap those crumbs, so that when we put our second layer of frosting on, there's no crumbs showing. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, nice and rough is fine. You want to chill this in the fridge for at least 2 hours. Again, overnight is best. And then we're going to add our final layer of frosting on there. Now I'm using some crushed freeze-dried raspberries to add to the side of this cake. I think it looks gorgeous against the dark chocolate frosting. So when I start off heavy down the bottom, work your way up towards the top. And as you do, add less of those crushed raspberries. I'm using a Wilton 1M tip to frost some little cute swirls of frosting on top of the cake. We're going to finish it off with a sprinkle of crushed freeze-dried raspberries, And guys, that is pretty much it. Okay guys, so that was my chocolate raspberry vegan cake. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you can watch all of the latest videos as soon as they're uploaded. In fact, if you actually want to get notified, hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button. That way YouTube sends you a notification each time there's a new video and you don't miss out. And you can be the first to comment if you wish, as a lot of people get their thrills by being the first to comment, which I'll never understand. Anyway, you're going to find the recipe on my website, thescranline.com. A link for that is in the box below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and thank you for all the lovely comments that you leave on all of the videos. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.